It is the next day. Whatever I promised you I was going to film yesterday, I did not do that. I'm leaving my brother's house and leaving Wisconsin and going to the UP, the Upper Peninsula, and I was told that I need to get a pasty or a pastry or a paisley, one of those, I don't know. I think I was told that if I pronounce it wrong, they won't give it to me though, so it's going to be tough up there. I'm back in the truck. The wind outside is amazing, and that's Lake Michigan there. I took a little bit of a break from driving, and the water's pretty cold. Part of me still wants to get in for a little bit, but there's enough cars around where that would be awkward. But also, they probably don't care. I still need to find a place that sells patsies or pasties or pasties or pastries and see what those are all about. Apparently they are a Upper Peninsula. It's kind of like if you go to Kansas City, you need to have barbecue. If you if you go to Arizona, you should eat some Mexican food. If you go to San Diego or LA or something, you should get like some street tacos, that type of vibe. Apparently not there. When you come to Wisconsin, when you go to Wisconsin, you should have some cheese curds, and you should get some like local, authentic ones, just to check them out. In the Upper Peninsula, you have to get I think it's called, you want to say pasty, because that's the way it's spelled, but it's pronounced pasty. Whatever. My thought was, if you're the first person or like the first people that show up to Lake Michigan or any of the Great Lakes, and then somebody picks you out as scout, hey, go map this lake, it seems pretty big, and then like 10 years later you finally come back and they're like, where have you been? They're here as a scout. You come back in 10 years later, throw all your stuff down. I am not doing another. I am not scouting another lake. Oh, that'd be funny. The people cross over and hit Lake Superior. They're like, hey, Lake Scout, go map out the edge of Lake Superior. And when you're done with that, we have one more. Maybe two. Oh, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario are down there too. We haven't got there yet. I don't know, something like that would be hilarious. In my head, it was a Saturday Night Live skit and it was hilarious. What the hell was that? What do you mean? Every time we get to a lake, you're the person who walks around the lake and maps it out. Oh, that'd be funny. All right, back on the road.
A million different things I was...
That's my view from the truck today. There's a freaking pterodactyl that landed on my truck last night. I don't know what to do about that, but I'm probably just gonna leave him alone while I look at this sunrise. The Upper Peninsula has been very good to me. I stopped at a place called, wait for it, see, hey y'all, Redmond's Sleepy Hollow. You find a better picture when you wake up than that, I'll give you $1. So we're gonna get out of here and we are gonna go to Nomana. Nobody knows how to pronounce anything in the Upper Peninsula. That's why they call them Yoopers, or the Yoopers call themselves Yoopers. I don't know. I'm in a little town, I think it's called like Munsing or something, Michigan. Neat little town. Cool downtown area. Trying to find a hoodie for tonight. I didn't bring one on my trip for who knows what reason. I'm gonna try to find a place to buy one of those pasties. Then I'm gonna go to this park that's right up the road. It's got like some waterfalls and stuff. And then I'm going to head over to my campsite. So the fun shall begin now. While I was in the Family Dollar not finding anything that sufficed, I realized that tonight I want to do like a steak, and I need firewood, and I need some water, and I need a bunch of stuff. So I found a little grocery store, and I'm going to then, maybe they got a hoodie in here. I will buy a grocery store hoodie. I just want to zip up one. I hate pullover hoodies. So let's see how this haul goes. Food and some other stuff secured. Still can't find a hoodie. Nobody will sell me one. I'm gonna go to this park and they'll have a gift shop, and then I need to get memorabilia and paraphernalia anyway, right? So there you go. All right, next stop, that park I've been trying to get to for the last 2 hours. A little bit of off-roading behind Shell Station. That should do it, right? Finally, sweatshirt secured. This is a neat town though. I'm not gonna walk around the downtown and look at all the little shops, but I know my wife and daughter would. So if you like that type of thing, then it's definitely a town to come to and you know, see that part of it. I'm going out in the wilderness. FYI, I'm on the Lake Superior side of the Upper Peninsula, and I need to go to the Lake Michigan side, and I'm kind of in the medium thickness part of the Upper Peninsula, so it shouldn't be too bad of a drive. But I'd like to get to my campsite kind of early and be able to explore it in the daylight and before it pours down rain. I think according to the forecast, it's only basically supposed to sprinkle like most of the afternoon and evening, so it shouldn't be terrible. If these trees that move out of the way, you'll be able to see Lake Superior. I think once we get up here, I'll be able to see it real good. I breathed in campfire smoke all night last night, so I have black lung now. Need a trash can so bad I can taste it. I don't know what that means. Nobody does. Turtle crossing. It'd be awesome to see some turtles. So is this it? Pictured Rock Lakeshore Park. I wonder if that's just like the name of it, and I don't know where Pictured Rock is. Because on Google Maps it had this place, and then it also had a place back closer to town that was also called Pictured Rock. But I just clicked on the first one, which was the one we're going to. So maybe we have two things to explore today. All right, awesome. Here's a map. We're gonna park, get out, read. Here we go. Funny enough, I met a person who was up here traveling from Georgia. She had been hiking all these places a little bit more than I have. It's a 50-mile long stretch that is this park, and there's trails in and out and One of the trails to get to one of the points, or one of the, you know, places that people want to get to, she said is off-road only. And I was like, that's right up my alley. See if I can cancel my reservation and stay up here tonight, but it might be, I don't know if I can cancel that reservation down there, but I also want to go see that area too, so not enough time. But let's see what this is about. Well, there you go, Sand Point. Okay. Well, let's go check it out. I definitely want this driftwood to make something. Oh yeah. Well, it's sand on the point. Oh, I see the start of the rocks way over there. So it's not really like painted rocks. Of course, I'm not close enough to make an opinion yet, but I'll go out to this point as far as I can, just to say I did. I think last night I technically camped on Lake Superior, and then tonight I'll do Lake Michigan, which just means I got to come back up and hit the rest of the lakes. I saw a bald eagle today, but stupid camera wasn't on and I wasn't fast enough, and I was driving about 65. Neat little area. Yeah, I'm gonna go, let's see what kind of a signal we got. Oh, I got a missed call. Oh, it was spam. If any of you talk to spam, tell them I'm not interested. All right, now we're gonna go, oh, I wanted to see how long it's gonna be. Come on. It says 4 bars of 4G, which should be enough. It ain't enough. Well, I'm gonna try and figure out how long I can stay here before I need to get down to my other campsite. Maybe film a little bit of these trails or whatever, these lookouts, or maybe I can drive. So along this coast, there are points where you can go in and overlook and stuff. I might drive down there, but I need to do some time management. So that was kind of a bummer. I guess they only have 7-day passes for people, and you have to buy one to be in the park. So, but there was no like gate or nothing, so I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I was trying to go up the trail and they told me that I had to buy a 7-day pass, and I was like, I'm just going to be here for the afternoon. They didn't want to hear it. But there are some waterfalls apparently over outside of town. But at this point, I may just drive across. It's only an hour to my campsite. So now I'm debating, do I want to go do something else in a state park? State parks are trash. I might just go to my campsite. I haven't decided. I'll decide. I decided to go to the falls that he suggested because I got it into my head that I wanted to go see a waterfall. So we're going to go see this one, and then I think we're going to head to my campsite. But yeah, if I'd have known Painted Rock takes 7 days to look at all of it, I would have come 7 days earlier, but maybe another trip. What I saw looked awesome though. So there's that. There we go. Where's this place? That's it? I'm at the falls? I don't understand what's it. Hey, these folks is crazy. Oh, literally there's the falls on the side of the road. You can't hide. What is this guy talking about, man? I gotta figure it out. How do I walk to it or drive to it or anything to it? I guess I should have read this before I came over here. Alger Falls. Located next to M28, which is a highway, a mile south of Munsing. Alger Falls is viewable from the side of the road. As you park to see the falls, please use caution due to heavy traffic. So that was the worst possible one he could have suggested. Let's read the rest of them so we know where to go next, because now I'm bound to determine. Horseshoe Falls, privately managed waterfall located at 602 Bell Avenue in Munsing, located off M28 South. Turn on to Prospect Street and then turn left onto Bell Avenue. Fee, so you got to pay to do that. I don't want to do that. Wagner Falls, this Department of Natural Resources state scenic site is located 0.5 miles west of M28 on M94, Lake Stexic. A short walk of 0.1 miles leads to a boardwalk viewing platform for the falls that cascade down the sandstone rock. That one sounds appealing. Scott Falls. We're just going to read the rest to see which one we want to do. Scott Falls. This small waterfall is located on the south side of M28 rear. I'm going to start that one over. Scott Falls. This small waterfall is located on the south side of M28 near the Rathfoot DOT Wayside Park, 1 mile east of Train on M28 due to heavy traffic. Park on the wayside across M28 with caution. The 10-foot high waterfall. Come on, people. I'm going to start reading the ends of these. The falls can be reached by a moderate 0.6 mile. Well, all right, so Wagner Falls. All right, Wagner Falls it is. M28, nope, 0.5 miles west on M94. We're just going to put it in here. All right, we're going to try Wagner Falls. These are probably the reasons why they're not in the park. You know, they're not park quality. All right, we're going to this new falls, but the first place we were trying to do, I got turned around. It's on the left, and as I'm turning, don't blink, you'll miss it. Right where those cones are, which is where you're supposed to park to see them. Well, you can't do that. And there's the falls. There they go. You missed them. Look at that gnarly thing. That's it. That's what we came up here for. These are ideally the places that you like to go camping, but every time somebody finds one of these places, they make it a park or something. And now we're going to go get a pasty. All right. Came to the Miner's Pasty Kitchen, or pasty. I don't know how to pronounce it. And they got their Yooper. That's what they call it. I don't know what's in it. Beef and pork and potatoes and a few other things. I'm not sure. But I'm probably doing it wrong because as I was leaving, the lady asked me if I wanted a plate, ketchup, and hot sauce. And I said no, just cuz. So, I'm definitely sure that I'm doing it wrong. But we're going to try it anyway. It should be good on its own, right? It's going to be good. It should be good on its own. I'll let y'all know. And we're going to my campsite now. So that's what it looks like. I was told it's like a big hot pocket, basically. First bite ever of a Yooper. No, first bite ever of a pasty going in. Way too many vegetables for me, but it's good. The pastry on the outside is good. The meat is well seasoned. The onions are way too big. It's got carrots in it. They don't really add anything. Texture a little bit. I can see why somebody would want hot sauce on it or something like that. So yeah, so far, good. But I took a bite of it, so I'm stuffed. And yeah, going to my campsite now. It's raining just hard enough to make me mad if I go out to put my tent up, but the forecast says it's gonna die off in a little bit, so I think I'm just going to chillax. I'm just gonna chill out here for a little while in the truck, and when it breaks, I'll set up camp. Oh, and the bathroom is 100% spiders, so it's basically miserable outside. Mostly it's the wind. I could stand the rain a little bit, but well, here. You can see by the smoke coming off of the fire that I'm trying to make how bad it is, maybe, but it's just so consistent. And I don't know what to do. I'm gonna, according to the radar, it's not supposed to rain. It's supposed to have already stopped raining, and then, which is kind of drizzling, and then it's supposed to pick up at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I was like, well, I've got some time. I can make a fire and get dinner going and all that. But the wind, obviously, off of the lake is pretty relentless. So we are going to adapt and overcome. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I want to put my little, I wanted to use my little griddle, and I might just move one of these picnic tables over to the less windy side of the truck and then set that up just for a little wind block, and that way I can actually cook without every tiny bit of the heat dissipating. I'm trying not to just sit here in the truck because it's windy and rainy outside, which is an easy thing to do when you get in a, you know, when you go camping. Only extreme camping for Kyle. So last night was really nice. That footage, I don't even know. All I remember about last night was that it was really nice, and those time lapses were amazing. And I don't even think I said anything. I have no idea. I might have to edit this out. But anyway, as for this site, it's fine. I mean, it's a fine site. They provide power, which is cool. they don't provide water, or there's like a community one a few things down if you need water. Oh, actually the one right next to me. Does mine? Yeah, so power and water. Yeah, as for this site, they're pretty good. I mean, they provide power and water. So if you have an RV or something in a trailer, I need to get a few more amenities. One thing that I really wish that I had was one of those awnings, and then I would have an area right next to my truck that I could have at least like hung out underneath. And you know, rooftop tent, bigger tires, bigger lift, LS swap. You know, all the normal stuff. But who knows? But this place is kind of dead. I imagine, let me get it where I can roll the windows down whenever I want. It's just like a loop, but it's kind of dead. I guess everybody else chose a good weekend except for me and that guy who has a house. So maybe I'll go make friends and hang out with them, since it's kind of horrible. But this is a part of it. You got to get out there and do it anyway. I'm hoping that I have a starter log at the bottom of that, and I'm hoping that eventually I just look over to the right and it's just amazing flames and I can throw some logs on it, and then the coals will evaporate the water before they get to me. It'll be so hot in that area. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. If I get, I'm going to make a plan, and then I'm going to do a plan, and then I'm going to show you the plan. But I'm on the no plan, which is a good plan to be on. You don't want to be on a full plan, because then your plan never goes as planned. So you got to be on the anti-plan. It's not even the no plan, it's like an anti-plan. I plan on not doing anything. So then if I do something, everybody's happier. I will show you so how do I turn these things off? That's how much it's raining, if you can see the windshield. So the rain is fine, it's just the wind is, I mean, you can see the trees over there. It's just relentless, and it's enough to keep things from happening. But we're gonna get out there and do it anyway. I thought about setting up my tent as a wind block on the other side, but then technically I'm in somebody else's thing, and we don't know. We don't know a lot. I did most of what I had planned. Cooked my steak on that guy. So let's put him right there. It's not a bad wind area right there. And I think if I open the doors just right, it'll be all right. I started out my motivation by cleaning up, which then led to camp setup. But so I have this rope, and I bought these, where are they? I bought a bunch of these little guys, and I have a tarp, and oh, there's the base of that thing, and there's my tongs. Anyway, the problem is I can connect it to my truck, obviously, but then like magic it over there, I don't know. So I need 2 poles. I don't have 2 poles. I was looking for some branches. I don't see anything that is, this place seems to be cleared out pretty nicely, so I don't really have a lot of resources. But what I'm going to do now is set up to do, to make my steak. That's what I'm gonna do. So hope you have fun watching me. Let's see. I'm just gonna set the old camera up. Something like, and I think if I keep this door open, it will also, hang on, Everybody, just give me a minute. How do I? Oh. Boom. This is the thing that's usually on my windshield. Why is it? It's like the cheaper version, and it worked really, really, really awesome until the last few weeks. It suction cups, and I mean, it ain't coming off, but it's kind of, I think it's getting dry or something. But then I got this guy that twirls around to whatever it is that you need it to twirl around to. What is happening? I'm gonna put you guys right there. Bam, click, boom. And then, is that in the approximation of where I am cooking? Approximately. All right. Dinner. Base. Butter. Ribeye. Tongs. Cheapo pan. Wood that I'm gonna go throw in the fire for no reason at all. Step 2 or step 3, depending on how you want to look at it. I mean, I did sit in my truck and not do anything for about 4 hours, so. You know when you have something in your pocket and you know that you have it in your pocket, but you go to look in your pocket and it's not in your pocket? Found it. I was also thinking that I could turn this on and then just like hold it upside down over the wood until it lights. But I think if you have these upside down, like this way is okay, but actually upside down while they're running is not good, I don't think. And I absolutely will not. Well, I will read the warning label because I want to do it. Drowsiness, okay. Never use when people are sleeping, okay. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about upside down use or not. No upside down use. Just probably get my lighter ready. Ready, everybody explode. There we go. All right. Bam. Instant kitchen. Oh, seasoning. I had that Dano's the last couple times. It's all right. I'm not a big fan. Went with the Grill Mates Smokehouse Maple just to see how it do. Gotta take off the safety part. Just make the tab a little bit longer, people. Slightly longer, like a millimeter. There. 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 Look at that, nice piece of fat, throw that in there. Let it start to... I have some Kerrygold butter, but I didn't bring anything like to make it, I mean, I know butter can make it non-stick, but butter also burns easily, so there's a fine line. This is like the antithesis of one of those videos where the guy's out in nature and he cooks it like on a rock next to a stream. Now, we are out in nature, I am next to a river stream type thingy, so just epic things are happening in this area, also with nature over there. Just want to get a layer of rendered fat down. This is a non-stick, you know, cheapo, I don't know, this thing was from Walmart. It was like 10 bucks, but I also would like to burn off some of the chemicals. I also would like to wash my hands. I'll be right back. Yeah, see? Actually, I might move you guys. There we go. Now we can do cooking over my shoulder. I think the pan is pretty much ready. So now oh yeah, nice sizzle. Let that thing cook. Good trash bag. People have been touching my stuff. Yeah, I like this. Cooking over my shoulder. That'll be my whole thing now. I think this thing's on super duper high. That's as high as it goes. Actually, I probably don't want it that high. With the wind not being that bad on this side, I was afraid that it was gonna... I was afraid that the wind was going to disperse the heat so badly that there was going to be a severe hot spot in the middle of the pan. But it seems that it's not that bad. So yeah. Sometimes I don't like these seasonings with all the coloring in them because you can flip over a steak way too soon before it's actually like, you know, charred properly, or whatever they call it, before it's cooked properly on one side. But I flip it over about 6,000 times. I also have some leftover cheese curds from Wisconsin. Chili cheddar cheese curds. So just gonna see how they melt. I don't know why. This is more a science experiment. It's a dinner time over here, science experiment on this side. I bet the science experiment side tastes better than the dinner side. Well, that's not true. See how the sides are pink, kids? Hold it on its side for a few minutes. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. It is taking a lot longer. I can tell that it's cooling itself off pretty fast, but I don't want to give it too much more gas just because I think that'll create some hot spots on the pan, and then it'll sear like in a circle in the middle of the steak. So that's all right. We're going to do low and slow. Kind of wish I had some sort of a lid to put on it. The pasty that I had. So what I thought were onions were, I forgot there was potatoes in that. So it was potatoes, pork, beef, carrots, and onions. And the onions were actually pretty small. I ended up eating the rest of it over time. I don't need a lot. Like this steak right here, I'm probably going to eat like that section, and then I got to figure out a way to store the rest of this, because I will eat it eventually. Oh, look at these cheese curds coming up nice. Oh yeah, fried. I'm sure somebody somewhere would tell me that fried cheese curds like this are they probably would tell me, I don't know why you're not eating them without frying them. I should think about a plate, which I've never thought about a plate in my entire life. Oh, there it is. There's that marbling. That's before you cook it. I can't think of the word. It's not sear. It's there's a certain term for the little speckles of black and brown when you cook a steak properly on one side and before you flip it. Maybe it is sear and I'm overthinking it. And I think there's some other thing, because I've watched too many episodes of The Bear. To be fair, hell, have at her. Experiment, get away from my dinner. I really should find a plate, shouldn't I? And I haven't even put the butter in. Fail. I mean, I don't have plates. I'm an anti-plateite. Plate. All right. Ultra burned. Sure. Oh, there's that piece of fat still rendering. Off of there. Crisp and brown around the edges. Boom. Lock. We're off. I think that should be fine. It turned itself off. There's still a lot of heat in the pan. We're gonna go with barely cooked. Kind of cooked. I bet these cheese curds are gonna be amazing. I wanted to, I'm gonna have to turn it back on, get it lit back up, because yeah. Okay. Oh, stressful. While this is melting on top of that, we'll do some basting with what we have. And I thought about grabbing like thyme and garlic and all that crap, and I was like, you know what? Nah. Extra crispy. Tastes like extra crispy cheddar cheese. Too crispy. Let's go with a not as crispy. Still too crispy. I think this one was, that's the least crispy. Let's see. Medium-y crispy. That might be where it's at. The medium-y crispy. Alright, let's go with the least crispy. Yeah. The medium crispy is where you want it. I don't know. Check the footage. Whichever one I grab. Approximately that color-ish. I can't eat the rest of this. What am I doing to myself? You need to melt the rest of the way. You might need to flip. GoPro died while I was doing stuff, but I got the steak out of the pan and am letting it rest, and then yeah. So now I guess you can't see me. So I'm gonna eat and then go fight with this fire for about 6 hours and hopefully get that lit and see what the evening holds. I may do a little bit of hiking around. I thought that on the map I saw where you could get over to Lake Michigan a little bit instead of just this river part. So I don't know, we'll see. Dinner's done. My fire is stupid. I'm gonna stare at it all night. I'm just gonna sit here. I mean, it has spark, oxygen, and, well, actually, we got coals. We might be all right in a little bit. We're just gonna let it keep blowing itself. I'm gonna walk over here. I think that there's a way to get to Lake Michigan, like the actual like beach part, but I don't know if I need to, I don't know if I have to trespass or something. We're gonna see. I will say this wind is atrocious. Let's see where oh, is that like a little bridge thing? I don't know. I can't tell anything, and the wind is horrible, so you probably can't hear me anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know if there's a path. We're gonna get as close as I can, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, a little bridge. Oh, these boys ain't camping, they just hanging out and doing stuff. I knew I saw there was a way to walk over here. The bridge is slicker than snot, I'll tell you that. I guess this is all like man-made for some reason. So yeah, that's like man-made, like two little things around there, and then this is, I think I can get out to the beach one of these ways. You'd think they'd make it damn easy. It's a path straight through, but hell no. Either way, over there is Lake Michigan. We are going to go to it. I mean, I guess technically that is the water from Lake Michigan. You can probably see the waves over there that way. Which way do I want to go? I want to go to the left. Take the path less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. No, you hit dead ends. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, there we go. can't hear me anyway. This is the hyper view on the GoPro 12. I imagine you can see from like way over here all the way to way over here. Pretty epic view. Over there I see a silhouette of a mountain. Well, not a mountain, a ridge. I think that's part of that park I was trying to go to earlier. I'm gonna shut up because you probably can't hear this, and then I'll have a nice little time lapse of all this stuff, and how to do it be awesome and everything amazing. All right, the wind back there was ridiculous, and it's actually pretty dark, so I don't know how much of this you're gonna see anyway, but we are gonna go to, yeah, it looks horrible. Another little cool spot over here to see more of the northern part of Lake Michigan. I don't know. Over there was like that beach area. Maybe that's the only one. The Great Lakes are quite the wonder, though. If you know, you know. Look at this little path. Looks like somebody comes out here and grades this out a little bit. Oh my gosh, the wind. The amazing wind. I'm going like inside of here. All right. Let me see what I can see. You actually can't really see me, but that's all right. The wind off of the lake is just, well, it's amazing. It's wondrous. I'm just gonna go film some more of it, and if you like that, then enjoy it, and if you don't, then I don't care what you do. I'm filming it for me. It's too low of light. GoPro's trash at low light. I need to get a new camera for low light pictures and photo and video and all that. Heading back to the camp. Gotta be able to see that. Look at what this thing did to me while I was gone. The fire behind me went ahead and burned all of the little stuff that I wanted to catch fire for the last like 3 hours while I was gone hiking over to the lake. And then now it won't spark up again. I mean, there's some coals, but so we're gonna do a little bit of reverse psychology. I was blocking the wind, so only a little bit would come in. But now you can see this. So there's the coals down there, and I think they're about to start lighting, and I've opened up this side, which is where the wind is coming from, and I've blocked off that side. So now what's your problem? And we're going to sit in the chair that you can't see really. I don't know. Anyway, chair right there and right there. We're going to basically sit here and nurse this thing all night. And then when I get exhausted, I'll pass out in the tent. Not a bad little view from the tent tonight. Definitely rained all over the place last night, but not too bad. I'm about to break camp and head out. Oh, man. All right, so I'm about to get out of here. Like, actually. I think I'm good to go. Usually when tent camping, I guess, unless you're like on the beach or something. I feel like there was, I don't know, there was something missing. Who knows? Who cares? Either way, I am leaving this place. It's a nice place. They offer amenities. One of the things they offer is a shower for $5. And I think I definitely need to take that. I mean, I need to take a shower. It's just that I'm leaving to go over. I'm going from here directly to somebody's house. So I probably shouldn't show up smelling like campfire and BO. So I'm gonna do that and then head on out. I'm all done on the Upper Peninsula. We got to see some of Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. Now we're gonna go to Indiana. See a little bit more of Lake Michigan on the south side. Here we go, Mackinac Bridge. Goodbye, Upper Peninsula. I enjoyed my time with the Yoopers. Got to go down here and hang out with all the trolls. $4. All right, the toll is paid. The weather is awful. Man, the line to get up there is even worse. Well, apparently if it's sunny out, this is a really cool drive, but this is what I get. So anyway, yeah, Mackinac Bridge. Okay, nice. Now we're on the mitten. If I film anything cool down here in mainland Michigan, you'll see it. Otherwise, Indiana. I made it down here to Indiana Dunes State Park, and about to find my campsite and then go check out all of you know, I guess the dunes. That would be a good thing to check out. We'll get to the campsite here in a few. I got down here to Indiana Dunes State Park, and I can't go to my website yet. I can't go to my campsite yet. So I'm gonna walk over to the dunes and the beach and just kind of check out the sights. I finally found a spot that doesn't have wind blowing at 80 miles an hour, but those were the dunes and stuff. Head back and see if I can set up camp and get all that going. And yeah, it's a really beautiful park. I'm sure it looks like I need a bike to really hit it all and make sure that I am able to see it, but I'll drive around as much as I can and hike a little more. I'm gonna drive around the park just to just get an idea of it. It seems that I should have brought a bike. I don't know what's back here. I don't know what's anywhere. I just got here. All right, there's a nature center. There's trails back here. There's kids running around everywhere. I almost ran over that kid. So let's see. I think what I'm going to do is go back over to that place where I can park, and it looked like they had a little restaurant there. I might go in there and hang out and just stare at the beach and the lake for a while. They have it looked like there was like a rooftop thing, which might be neat. Let's go up this hill, see what's up here. Maybe there will be an epic view. I want to drive down there. Police only. Policia. See, boring. I want to drive down there. My Tacoma can make it. Oh well. Let's try not to run over people. Hopefully, talk much. Hopefully, as I drive over here, you can get a sense of these sand dunes. They're crazy tall. And then over to the right there, it drops in elevation quite a bit. There you go. Those people struggling up it. Those kids, I bet their knees working all that too. So that give you an idea. And you can see Chicago. It might be a good view of it. Yeah, way out there in the distance. That is, I believe that's Chicago. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna say it's Chicago. Actually, it's gotta be Chicago. I have just enough time to annoy myself before I can check in. I'm gonna go around here to the Devil's Slide and Pavilion. I think that said, I think the rooftop thing said like 5 p.m. or 3 p.m. till like 9. We'll just go hang out up there. And then miss my check-in completely, and then have to sit in my truck all night. So that'll be fun. One thing I will say, these people are very active around here. I don't know where they're all going, but it's always people riding by or walking by. They're always headed somewhere. It's quite the active group. Most of the places I've been camping, people are not this active. Strange.